Oh snap, we're back with another Snap video. As today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to showcase the deck that I used to climb to top 200 infinite. I know I'm 248 now, but tomorrow's video will explain that. I got a new series that we'll see what you guys think about it. But yeah, we paid the price for it. But we did make a climb to top 200 infinite, and it was with Master Molding, a Ronan Darkhawk deck. I've showcased this deck, I think about like a month ago or so, maybe a little bit less. I think more or less is that the time frame is right. Like, I combined Darkhawk and Ronan in a deck, but when I showcased that deck, Darkhawk was for... I'm very cautious about how I say the name because Chad is always making fun of me because of my pronunciation of it. Darkhawk used to be 4 energy and was seen in like Zabu decks, and I made a deck that actually played Darkhawk outside of Zabu and combined Darkhawk and Ronan in a deck where we utilized both of them as our main source of power, and we played Mystique. So we would follow up on turn 6 with ideally Mystique into a 3-drop, a tech 3-drop play to solidify our position. We're not playing Goliath. Instead, we do it I have quite a bit of say. Maybe I'll leave that for like another video. But I got a hot take about Goliath. I actually don't like the card, and I actually don't think the card is fundamentally very good. Like, in a vacuum, I think the card leads to a lot of like 50-50 scenarios, and the card can definitely be maneuvered around. Actually, as somebody who enjoys designing decks that play for priority, I feel more confident running an endgame that is comprised of combining cards like Cosmo and Juggernaut with other cards. I feel like that is a more consistent way to take advantage of having priority. But obviously everybody and their mother plays Goliath. Goliath is a meta-defining card, yet I feel like the 50-50 nature of it just does not sit well with me. And you're gonna see me like actually not playing that much Goliath in my initiative-driven decks. In case that throws you off, that's basically my reason for it. So went a little bit of a side tangent there, but basically we got here a Darkhawk Ronan deck that aims to gain initiative by turn 5, so we can utilize some of these tech options. But initiative is not absolutely crucial in order for this deck to function, because cards like Juggernaut can still be game-winning when you don't have initiative, even though they are less likely to succeed in that case. So what we have here is honestly one of my proudest creations, man. Like, this deck still holds it together. Like, I got to top 200 infinite with this, in case you haven't heard me say that like a million times at this point. And it just felt like a really neat climb, man, because we had some really high quality games against a lot of top tier meta stuff, and this deck just puts in the work because we got the muscle, we got the disruption, and we got the text. Like, we got it all, baby. We got a great matchup into Destroy because we're running the likes of Armor and Cosmo alongside Juggernaut as well, which can really prevent their combos. So we have great tools in that matchup, which is really good to have tools against that matchup, considering we have 3 1-drops, which make us susceptible to Killmonger, right? Any sort of deck that has a relatively high density of 1-drops is automatically vulnerable to Destroy decks. So having the 2 anti-Destroy tech cards here really does help us. I mean, there's more ways to counter Destroy than Armor and Cosmo, by the way, like obviously Shang-Chi and Shadow King, but those 2 are best reserved for decks that are aiming to give away initiative, which is the opposite of what we're doing here. We have a hybrid deck because we're running a bit of a bounce package. We got Hawkeye, we got Iceman, Korg, and Master Mold, all of them Dan Hip edition, baby. Look at my Dan Hip early curve, armor included, baby. Isn't that just the greatest thing? I'm actually gonna switch. I'm gonna swap this armor. I know the red border is good on it, but it's actually triggering. Now the entire deck is infinite border. Isn't that just feels right? But yeah, 5 Dan Hip cards out of our early game, and it just feels great. I got this Master Mold variant. It's one of the best ones because there's another one, I think Kim Jacinto, that's also kind of insane. But I love having like all of my early drops be Dan Hip, as they function really well in this deck. Iceman gives us disruption. towards the hand, which is what we're doing. Korg fills the deck with a rock, which we can bounce several times, or bounce once rather, to enhance our Darkhawk. We're playing Rockslide as well on turn 3 to make sure that our Darkhawk play is strong enough. Master Mold is there to synergize with Ronan, but can also synergize with Darkhawk as well. We cannot play cards like Maximus in a deck like this, because even though Maximus is great for Ronan, it's actually not so great for Darkhawk for obvious reasons. We're actually weakening our win condition. So Master Mold is a card that fills our opponent's hand and also can potentially prevent our opponent from drawing cards, which plays into enhancing Darkhawk. So this deck is mixing these two together and actually has, with an end result of a deck that is actually able to consistently feed onto both of our win conditions. We choose one of the two, honestly, depending on the matchup, depending on the situation. If we have the option, sometimes we only draw one of the two. Sometimes we don't draw either Darkhawk or Ronan. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to win a game if that's the case. Like, we really need to draw one of these two. Not really a crazy requirement to ask out of a Marvel Snap deck if you consider that Sarah decks are a thing, and they really kind of need to draw Sarah in order to do things. So we have two different 5 energy plays that we can play out off of, and that makes the deck really consistent. With Beast, we can bounce Iceman and Korg to get their effect again. We can bounce Hawkeye to enhance his power up to 7. Getting 7 power of that 1-drop makes a Hawkeye very good in this deck, because it gives us a little bit of muscle early on that we're gonna need, because sometimes especially if we don't find Darkhawk or Ronan, we do struggle like spreading out points properly. Like, we have a lot of ways to go tall in individual units, but a lot of our other options, you know, like Master Mold, Juggernaut, Cosmo, all these, they're just low stats, right? Like Beast, everything is low power on its own. So we gotta kind of like combine it together. We're paying a lot of stats in the form of hand and deck disruption, as then we aim to, you know, get that power out of these. Cosmo, Cosmo and Juggernaut are fantastic in a deck like this. We can preemptively play Cosmo on a lane to try to shut down an opponent's play, and then follow it up with developing Darkhawk or Ronan into that lane, so we're not vulnerable to Shang-Chi. The idea behind Juggernaut being so successful in a deck like this is that the location in which we develop Ronan or Darkhawk is going to have a significant lead for us, and if we have Cosmo on that location or something like armor, then playing Juggernaut can be used to win the location in which we are weaker, but he can solidify that, and even if he moves whatever they played to the location where we have our Darkhawk, we can still beat them, right? That's the idea behind the end game with these sort of pro initiative tech cards right here. And we potentially can Beast Mold, right? Like, that's basically what this deck was ultimately founded on, the idea of being able to bounce Mold once and play him again. There are some matchups in which this can absolutely cripple the opponent. Combo decks are terrified of this, and you guys are gonna see today. The thing is, we can't look at the opponent's hands, so we can't actually see the direct impact it's having, but you can get an idea of what's going on, you know, as they retreat, you know, and they just cannot like chain anything together. It's absolutely glorious. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I really like this deck. I'm really, really proud of it, because it's like everybody was playing Darkhawk back in the day with Zabu, and we did something different. And now, due to the change of the card, this deck still sticks through today. And again, did I tell you that I got me top 200 infinite? Probably didn't say that. So yeah, just throw that out there as well. Love you, have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Marvel Snap content. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I mean, if this ain't like a snap, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I got a Master Mold, I can bounce it. To add some legit disruption here. And why not? Double Beast. I'm gonna use Hawkeye as to lure them, make them think that I'm actually developing here, when in fact I am just Darkhawking. I wonder who's bigger. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Now is when I didn't want to draw you. 4 of the cards in their hand are Sentinels. They have 3 non-Sentinel cards. Victory. Got him. I mean, they can still play Sentinels, right? But they're just getting crushed by oh meu Deus, oh. Oh baby, now's the time. Oh, snap. Let's mold them. What the fuck? Oh no, you can't eat. Why isn't Nico in this deck? Because we don't really like synergize with her. It's not like we have many targets that we just like want to destroy to draw. Like it's just we're not really a bounce deck. We're a bit of a hybrid, right? Like we try to capitalize on our unreveal effects early, but we're not like focused so much on the balancing that Nico is actually helpful. Like what will we do? Like think about the spells from Nico. Like what utility do we have with a deck like this, right? It's just not really there if you look. We have both of these now. We can definitely master mold. The question is, where do we master mold? I think we actually master mold in the Baxter building, because if they happen to be destroyed, which we are running into a lot today, we want to be able to have initiative. Bit of a weak turn here. Ronan against I mean, Jubilee kind of like weakens the Darkhawk. Darkhawk is going to be 4, 8, 12 power. 12 power. We could top deck a... But I think Ronan is going to be even more vulnerable in like a discard deck. I think ultimately we have to rely on Darkhawk. I'm glad I did, because now what we can do... They've discarded like a Giganto. Is we can Mystique here, and then we can Rockslide here.
Minions to me.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
Victory.
Omega wrecked. It generally is like easier to play a Devil Dino deck than a Ronan deck, because Devil Dino is Ronan is more dependent on what the opponent is doing. Like it influences it more. I'm gonna play armor on the right. Because it's the one location that we don't know what's gonna turn into, and okay. Do we have initiative? We do. I think at this point they may just want to develop something like we want to play Rockslide to enhance the chances of like this disrupting their draws, because we may just see something like a Hope Summers. There's like a bounce, but not really what we're looking for here. I think at this point, they're definitely going to develop more. I don't like placing armor and Cosmo in the same location. Juggy? Man, if I got Juggy there, I just auto win. They can't blob here. They cannot blob here, which means that if they're going to blob, it's going to be on this location. Nice. Nice. Honestly, maybe I could take out Hawkeye and put in Rocket Raccoon. That's something that would make sense. Because a lot of times I do like to have the ability to play a 5-drop into a 1-drop, and Rocket Raccoon is just like significantly better. We're gonna mold here, prevent their draw.
Best streamer of all time.
Thank you. I agree. Uh-oh. If it's a combo deck that's aiming to like combine cards, Master Mold just destroys that. Like, we're not seeing the effects here, right? But the retreat speaks for itself. Like, we just completely fucked up their combo, dude. Maybe it is like Rocket Raccoon instead of like Hawkeye, though, because sometimes I just feel like Hawkeye falls a little bit short. I'm going to prioritize Iceman over Korg because we can hit the hand and really mess with their curve potentially, even though against Thanos that's rather hopeful. And now we go Master Mold just in time, because if we top deck Beast, we can Korg into Beast. I like how my entire early game is Dan hit, baby. Oh, mega lol. So Reality Stone is no longer like... What are we expecting here? Turn 3 play? Lol. Okay. Interesting. Get the fuck out of here! Oh! Oh! No eating for you. On a diet, boy. We fought for initiative, and then we Cosmoed them at the right time. Like, I don't know what more you expect out of Marvel Snap. I really don't. I do want initiative, so we wanna play Korg here. Master Mold denies a draw, empowering Ronan and Darkhawk. And oh boy, we just got because we also have Machine World, and Machine World okay, well, good thing. This is a crazy Ronan game. And they can't get... they can't get a jet. Oh, good sequency, brother. Oh, yeah.
Minions to me.
They actually managed to get initiative over us because of the hella play. But we're not expecting stuff like Shang-Chi. We know they have a shitload of like jank. They have all these sentinels, and they have all these they have a bunch of garbage. So if we play Darkhawk here, this Darkhawk is actually 24 points. So we beat them there. We Juggernaut here, and isn't it just better to do this then? It's better to just go Darkhawk mid, Juggernaut here, and Sentinel here. Why overcomplicate things? Like, unless they have like a Shang-Chi, Magneto isn't really too powerful here. Nah, Magneto ain't it, brother. No, sir. No, sir. Nice Infinauta. Get the fuck out of here! GG no re.
Victory.
This deck is favored into Hela, though? No. No, it's not. You telling me a Ronan deck is favored into Hela?
Oh, snap.
So I'm gonna snap now when I don't have initiative, because I'm hitting the flanks here, right? They're gonna Deadpool. They're gonna do that immediately. Okay. We just need to keep this initiative going, and catch them. And catch them. Question is, where do we expect them? Like, maybe we don't actually... We could just, like, armor into Mystique. Omega, lol. Omega! Uh-oh! And we're gonna do this. Oh, yeah. Nice try, bro. If I do this, like, we cannot. We need to commit Ronan here to win. Like, Ronan here wins, but that's like basically our most of our entire turn next turn. If I beast though, easy. I'm actually glad they ran. Because this was gonna be tricky. This was gonna be tricky. Nico's ability already triggered. That's why she was 4 power. They killed 2 things? No, they did not. Oh, he forged Nico. Oh. That was a test. Sure, look into that. And armor goes to the unknown. Well, good thing that happened. Magneto can be a thing, so I think we always have to Cosmo here. Duck Pie, thank you for the raid. Thank you, Duck Pie. Hope you had a great stream. We're gonna Cosmo here. Got excited there for a second. We're gonna Cosmo there because Magneto. Because Magneto is a thing. We're gonna go Rockslide in the middle. They call obsidian, so it's just a regular. And now we're gonna go. We're gonna prioritize Darkhawk because they do have discard. Like they're gonna be able to dump a good portion of their hand, and they're gonna draw 1 card at the end game, which is gonna make my Darkhawk 12 points, and Mystique is 8. And if I top deck a Korg, I can change that, but I can also do different things here. I think this is the play. Just develop you here. Try to muscle through this right as they play the Goose. And they just drop a Ghost Rider that does nothing. And we top deck the Korg. Ladies and gentlemen, we top deck the Korg. So now, their War Machine, they have like Infinite. They have not discarded anything, so Black Knight is useless. They do have Zabu though, so they can, but they've already played a lot of 4-drops, so they haven't discarded anything. Yeah, they're, like I'm just thinking, like, what are you doing this turn? And I got my answer. You're running. Such a fun deck to play too. Like I just really like this. Let's go Korg into Master Mold. Let's see if we can pick up Beast. That would be ideal. Oh baby. Now here's a little trick. We're not gonna snap immediately. Destroy players are paranoid enough as it is. So when you have a clear answer against Destroy, don't rush your snap. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna milk that timer. We're gonna be like thinking, you know what? Wakanda, I think that gives us an advantage here. I think we're, I'm not sure, man. I'm not good. You know what? Fuck it. Let's snap. They've already thought about their play. So now there's less of a chance for them running now. They're gonna go with it. And they're fucked. Oh, yeah. Card draw? What's that? Oh no, you can't draw cards. You can't draw cards! Oh no. That is awful, dude. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And now I like your boy Ronan. I like the way you die, boy. I bet his tilt wasn't smooth. Oh, this guy beat us before. We're 1-1 against Barzy, and they've climbed. Last time we faced them, they were 200. So they're having a nice climb, and I don't like that. That angers me. I wanna take that away from them. So we're gonna lead off with Iceman. We're gonna do our worst. Oh yeah. Don't mind if I do. We do need to draw into one of our big boys, though. Shit. Yeah, see, like, we've done all this disruption, but we actually have no power. You know, so, sometimes that shit happens.
Escaped.
Like, we just don't have power. We don't mind sending stuff to that location. That's why combining Cosmo with, like, a big body is ideal, or armor as well. We have Hawkeye Beast. That's our source of power. That is our source of power. From the bounce. Interesting. I'd like initiative. But I'm gonna prioritize this. Korg, okay. Whatever, yeah. Right? Okay, can we beat that? Oh, yes, we can! Dang! Got him!
Victory.
Oh, that was nice.